Okay, gonna now finish painting the walls. I'll start with putting 2 coats of trim on and then rolling it with 2 coats as well. Again, it's malted milk colored, so it's right up my alley. Couple new toys I wanted to show you this time around. So this is Dewalt's painter's tool. They call it a 9-in-1. I'm not sure that I'd actually get 9 different uses out of it, but it's a pretty decent stiff blade. So you've got a scraper here, that's a flat blade. You've got curves here so you can scrape around different areas depending on the shape of the woodwork or whatever you're working on. You have a roller here so that when you're actually done painting you can squeeze the paint out of your roller back into your paint can, or if you're trying to wash out a roller cover you can use it in the sink to do the same. Got a bottle opener. I'm not sure exactly what I need a bottle opener in here for, but anyway, there's one there. What they claim, and I think it works okay, is this is enough of a straight edge it's nice for opening paint cans. So that's good. And you have a little teardrop cutout here so that if I had some light nails in the wall I could pull those out with that. So that's a nice use, and it does have a metal butt to it, so that's intended to basically pound your paint cans back closed. So seems like it should be a nice little tool. It's, I think it was like 15 bucks, maybe that, or maybe 12, but start using that. And I also got a work light, so if you've seen past videos in this room, it's not the brightest room in the world. It's a little hard to paint. This is a Dewalt that runs off their standard cordless batteries. So this guy is like the cheapest one they make. It's like 1.5 amp. So I don't know how long it'll last. We'll see. But it just plugs right in there. So it's the same one I use in my drill or whatever. And then you've got 3 different lights. So it's I think it's 2,000 lumens on the bright, and then there's 2 lesser values. So should be nice for trimming, seeing what we're doing. So we'll give it a shot. It also has an adjustable handle so you can prop it up however you want it. And there's threads here so you could mount it on a base. You could put it on a tripod if you wanted to. So all good. We'll try just setting it on the bed here. Seems to light up the area pretty good. So, all right, I'll get started and we'll get the trim done and then go ahead and roll it. So now we're later that evening. You can't probably tell it from the video, but it was very difficult to paint along the ceiling line. I normally, as I've said before, I use like a 2-inch angled cut like this, but it's hard to pull that across this flat paint. So the white that's down here, that was painted down below the ceiling for to cover when we had the border up, is a little rough. It's hard. It doesn't. You can't glide across it. So I'm switching gears, and I'm going with a 1-inch, much lighter, much easier to do the trim. It's not going to cover as well, but I can get it along the ceiling better with this. So something I hadn't brought up in the past with all the painting we've been doing is talking about the finishes. So this on this wall here I think is a semi-gloss. What I'm putting on and what I painted in the other room is a satin. So paint goes anywhere from a flat, which is what the ceilings are, to a full gloss. And I know a lot of you already know this stuff, but I'm going over it anyway. So flat to a full gloss, and then a little bit flatter than a full gloss is a semi-gloss. Still very good for cleaning. It's got some gloss to it, but it's not real shiny. Then you go to satin, then you go to eggshell, and then you're at flat. So each one is a little bit flatter than the one before. The flatter you get, the harder it is to clean, but you know, you don't necessarily want your walls to be shiny either. So satin I find to be good in between. It's still easy to clean, but it doesn't really have much of a shine to it. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the trimming. Then I'll come back and roll. I'll do all that at high speed, and then we'll go to the closet. Yeah, that's much easier. All right, I think that takes care of this week. This room is basically done now, at least painting, that kind of thing. I'm going to make a little piece of furniture for the one corner over here that will hold like the little fabric bins. I know you can buy things to put them in, but I thought we'd throw something together with some boards I've got in the garage. So that probably is next week. I've also got my Starlink kit to put together, that satellite internet, for people that are interested in that. Going to build an Adirondack chair out of 2x4s, and got my yearly maintenance to do on my John Deere riding mower. So got some different things coming up, and then we'll switch over to the laundry room, and we have to, that one's doing the flooring, including removing 12-inch ceramic tiles, which are going to be a mess, and probably put down a new subfloor and vinyl. And there'll be paint involved there too, a new laundry sink, some other things. So anyway, plenty of things to do.